On this, our 11th journey with wilderness, we returned full circle back to where it all began, the Coromandel. In 2012, we hired our very first wilderness motorhome, the Base Jumper 2, and spent a relatively short time touring the region, just long enough to visit the main attractions. This time round, we wanted to slow down to really explore the more remote areas located well off the beaten track. We both wondered if it was possible to extract a new experience from familiar locations, and we tried hard not to have any preconceived expectations of how our new adventure would unfold. Following in our original footsteps, we had a quick pit stop in Thames, then journeyed north on the coastal road to Coromandel Township. With time for one last coffee, we stocked up on supplies before setting off to more remote areas further north. Our pace slowed once we'd hit the gravel roads, stopping to enjoy and photograph anything that caught our eye. We took the time to admire the 800-year-old Pahutakawa trees on the way to Fletcher Bay. We felt humbled by their size and age. If only these trees could tell their story. Our first dock camp stop was Fletcher Bay, at the northernmost point on the peninsula. This was our first chance to really disconnect, getting back to nature once again, whilst also enjoying all the creature comforts of home, the best of both worlds. We could now slowly begin to unwind. We allowed each day just to unfold and were rewarded with the little gems that you just can't plan for. Being greeted by a herd of cows after pulling over on a remote country road took us by surprise. And discovering deserted beaches, where we simply relaxed, slowed down and soaked up the sun. We returned to some of the main attractions such as Cathedral Cove, arriving at the crack of dawn to enjoy a spectacular sunrise. And Hot Water Beach, to bathe in the thermal waters that filtered up through the sand. Autumn weather in New Zealand can be unpredictable. We experienced a few days of heavy rain. With everything in close proximity, a short drive found us back in Thames for a cafe meal and a stroll through the street market. The highlight was a tour of an old working gold mine, a strong reminder of Coromandel's early gold rush history. We found many ruins of these pioneering days all over the peninsula, a testament to the difficult and dangerous work during that period. Along the way we met many interesting people, such as Will and Diana, who own a rural property near Waihi, and Robert, whose rustic property is perched on a hillside overlooking the glorious coastline near Otama Beach. These connections were made through the Campable app, where locals offer space on their property for self-contained vehicles to park overnight. There's so much to see and do on the Coromandel, so we gave ourselves plenty of time to really explore the region and just see what turned up. As baby boomers on the verge of retirement, we felt like kids again on our very first holiday, in awe of everything and full of excitement. We've reached a time in our lives when we too have come full circle. By returning to a location visited years before, we have uncovered a new perspective, rediscovering the simplicity, excitement and appreciation of a world we remembered as kids. After a lifetime of responsibilities and expectations, is it possible to let it all go for just a short while? To reconnect with those feelings we experienced as kids, to simply go outside, to play and make our own fun. Yes, it is possible. Just do it. Could there be any grander adventure in life?